Hello and
Wish
welcome.
is back!
The hell was that?
Wish is back! I couldn't wait. Wish is back, everybody. Praise our praise our affiliate
Wish was
Voltex for
back. We
Wish.
had Goku Black Rose.
Don't worry about him. Don't worry about him. It's actual Wish, good Wish. Um, yeah, Voltex guys, link in the description. Get yourself 10% off using our code Players Guild. Gallic Junior. I'm Scott Sermon, joined by Loki Smith.
And
Wish is
Garlic
back.
Jr.
What?
We're joined by Garlic Jr.
Gallic Junior's here. Why did they give it to Gallic Junior? That's not the point. Activate mid, switch this card to rest mode, play up to one red ginger, Sansio, or Nikki with an energy cost of 1 from your deck, shuffle your deck. I mean, switch it to rest mode to play a 1-drop from your deck is pretty good. Like,
Yes,
I'll
and
take that any day of the week.
1-drops we're going to talk about a bit later, but essentially they either find their evolved version or they find you Dragon Balls.
Yeah, I mean, okay, you don't swing with your leader, but it's like you literally put a body on board for no energy.
But it's a Shenron ability. You
Yeah.
can't attack, but you get 2 balls.
Exactly. And then when
And
there are 7 Dragon Ball cards in your drop, add up
Yep.
to 1 Gallic Junior's ambition from your deck to your hand, then shuffle your deck.
Yeah, I mean, it's a wish. We go back to the biggest problem with Wish. You can't awaken at life.
Yeah.
That's the biggest problem with Wish, but I think this specific deck can manage it because it can tutor those 2 balls, and also the 1-drop it plays in active, which means that's a live combo.
Mm-hmm.
So I think this is actually quite good.
Yeah. So then we awaken.
No,
we wish into Gallic Junior, immortal being.
Yeah.
So he is a Shenron that can attack.
No, every Wish leader was a Shenron.
Was it?
Yes.
Ah.
It's not a Shenron character, but a Shenron trait. Every Wish leader was a Shenron trait.
True.
Yes.
See. Activate main once per turn, choose one, play up to 1 red, ginger, Sansio, or Nikki with an energy cost of 4 from your deck with its skills negated. And you don't have to actually rest this now. So you can just put a 4-drop on board.
Yeah.
Sure. And also, it's a Shenron leader. You have to have activate main skill of up to 1 red or black desire from your hand with an energy cost less than or equal to your current energy. So it opens the board quite a bit. I know a lot of talk's been talking about I think it's the Goten with the Dragon Balls promo.
Yeah.
And some other things like that. Desires, obviously, familial bonds is always a target when red desires are up for discussion. Yeah, I think it's just a really solid effect. Being able to use black desires is really cool. It's a shame 2 of them are banned.
You always were able to use black desires in the colored Shenron leaders. It was the other way around. The black Shenron leaders could not use colored.
Couldn't use the colors. I knew it was one way or the other, but yeah, it's been a while since Wish format. And then activate battle 1 red. If your life is at 2 or less, remove 7 Dragon Ball cards in your drop from the game. You don't take damage for the turn, then you flip back over to the front side.
Yeah.
And that's a really strong effect. Like, I really like that effect.
I like the fact that they took away the ultimate from that main activate main, and they did something interesting with it. Also, the reason why Garlic Jr. actually was given a Wish leader is because he was one of the very few characters with successful Wish.
Yeah, true.
Playing the 4 cost, I don't remember what they do, so it's dependent on the skills if it's really that good. But just getting a 4 cost that can immediately attack is really good. And then you have 15k attacker yourself. The immunity for 1 turn is just you can pull the trigger on it at any point as long as you have red energy, which means yellow is your worst matchup.
True. Yeah. But yeah, again, like in this format, the only downside is people can very easily play around this, like because if you talk about red, it's like okay, well they've just got triple strikes.
Yeah, exactly. They're just going to put you down to 3 and just.
Whilst it's good, I mean, this is a larger problem which we're not really going to try and talk about here because it's not the place. But like, just in this, like in general, the format right now is not like you can kill people at 3 and it's not a problem. Like, so next up we have the extra card.
Yes, the Garlic Junior's ambition, the desire that was mentioned. So this is actually what you search for when you wish.
Mhm.
It's a 1 drop of one specified red. It's a desire in all areas. And activate main if your leader is red, any red. Draw one card, then choose up to one red Garlic Junior from your battle area. And that card gains Indestructible until end of your opponent's turn. So a reminder, Indestructible means that it cannot be removed from the battle area. Cannot
Unless
be
you
returned
minus
to
them.
hand, it cannot be returned to the deck, it can be removed from the game. You need to negate that skill before you do anything else to it.
Unless you minus.
Unless you minus it, because that's a game mechanic then. The skill did not remove it.
Mhm.
Additionally, if this skill was activated by one of your red Shenron's skills, you draw one card. Which
Nice.
means you can use it to just draw 2 cards in a worst case scenario. Using
Which
the
is really nice.
Shenron skill.
Yeah.
It's a
Really, like,
solid card.
yeah, just like activate main, draw 2.
Yeah.
Yeah, all right.
It's,
all right.
People used to run Oolong's Wish for that, right? And this one
Exactly.
is just, you don't need the setup for this one.
And you're definitely gonna have one or more energy.
Yeah. It would be difficult if you didn't.
Yeah, you're gonna have a bad time if you didn't. So next up is.
We're going into the Z deck, so we're starting with the 1-drop Garlic Junior Child of Evil.
So we use a 1-cost 1Z energy 5k deflect barrier Z stack 2 red Garlic Junior with Z energy cost of 3. I think this is the first time we've seen a Z stack check for Z energy cost.
Yeah, it's a new thing, and I think it's amazing because it shows that there is that you have other things that you can limit by, and this makes sense because this is essentially a progression chain. You go from 1 into 3, from 3 into 5.
Yes. So permanent, if this card has Indestructible, it gets 10k power. That's nice.
Yeah.
Activate main, limit 1 red. If your leader is a Garlic Junior and you have 3 or more energy, play up to 1 red Garlic Junior with an energy cost of 3 from under this on top in active mode, which, that's fine. The 3 or more energy is a bit not ideal. I'd like to have seen it being 2 energy, but, it is what it is.
It's interesting one because obviously it doesn't have inherent Indestructible, which means if you give it Indestructible and then you go into a 3-drop, it's not going to keep that Indestructible.
That's true.
And so that's the only problem. But let's go into the 3-drop, which is Garlic Junior Distraction and Revenge. 15,000 base power, 3 cost, 3 specified red. Deflect permanent if it has Indestructible, it gets 10,000 power for the turn. And auto if a Garlic Junior is under this card. When this card is played, choose one of your opponent's battle cards and it gets minus 20,000 power for the turn. So minusing power, not limited, which is quite nice.
Yeah, and you get to choose what you minus.
Yes. And activate main, limit 1, pay 1 red. If your leader is a red Garlic Junior and you have 4 or more energy, you play 5-drop Garlic Junior from underneath this card in active mode. But it's again the same problem. If it has Indestructible, you want to swing for 25, you would need another Garlic Junior's ambition to go with the second one.
Yeah,
and now we have 5
so then we have Absorbing All.
Okay.
This guy's critical, which is nice. And then if he does have Indestructible, he is a double strike crit for 35, which is
huge.
That's pretty solid. That's a good stat line. When this card attacks, choose up to one of your opponent's battle cards or unisons, ignoring barrier and minus 30k. That's solid.
That is a ridiculous card. That is not unique. That is not limited. And you can run up to 2 of those chains in your Z deck if you want to.
Yeah, you're probably not going to, but yeah. I think this is a really good payoff for that chain. I don't really have much more to say. The fact that this is an uncommon is awesome.
Keep on protecting, right?
Yeah. I think it's great removal. Yeah, I don't have much because this will remove Indestructible cards.
Yes, and it's also going to be swinging for 35 double strike crit, which I think this is the scary bit about this deck, isn't it? Because you play towards this end, towards this boss monster, and you don't need to attack your opponent earlier. And then you
there's no need to attack until you're ready to attack.
Exactly, and then you start swinging with double strike crit, and your opponent is just sitting there and says, "Where's my cards? Where's my card advantage from that?"
Mm.
I think this is really good. I think
I
it
like
feels
it. I,
really
I'm a,
fun.
I am a fan. I am a
Yeah.
fan of this card.
It's also a
Um,
wish deck, so I can't say no to it.
right, like the part, like that's fun. The wish deck, get over it. So next up we have.
Garlic Junior Eternal Life. So this is a super rare for the deck, which I have not read yet. So it's a new one for me. A 5-drop with 20,000 power. When this card is played from your hand, play up to one Demon Clan from your deck with cost of 2 or 4 and a power of 50,000 power, 15,000 or less. I just noticed that Garlic Junior is also a Demon Clan. Sure.
Mhm.
And negate the skills for the game, then shuffle your deck. So you get to tutor something from your deck that costs either specifically 2 or specifically 4 and has 15,000 or less. Any color though.
True, true.
That's an interesting one. Activate
Yeah,
main limit 1 for 1 energy of any color. If your leader is a Garlic Junior, again any color. You have 3 or more energy and you place 1 card at the bottom of your deck. I assume it's from your hand. You play this
yeah.
card from your hand and then choose one. Either draw a card or add Garlic Junior's Ambition from your drop to your hand.
Just a really good SR.
That's really good as all.
Like, and as you mentioned, it works with the old one.
Yeah, it works with the yellow one because it doesn't have any specification to color anywhere. If you want
No,
to run it in the old one to tutor your 2-drops, which were the main servants for the deck,
I I
you,
really like this super rare.
you pay 1, you place a card from your hand at the bottom, which then can be. I think
I
there
mean,
was something that let you play cards from the bottom of your deck in that Garlic actually, and then you
pay
just draw a
one,
card and then play something.
pay one to just get Gallic Ambition back is good.
Yes. Well, you do
Pay
lose a card
one
from
to
hand.
put a body on, pay one to put 2 bodies on board and gain Gallic Ambition back
Yeah,
is amazing.
it's a really fun card. I
Yeah,
really liked it.
just a really solid card. Yeah, like a really solid card. But it really seems like this deck doesn't come alive till turn 3, or sorry, until you have 3 energy, I should say.
Yes. Well, I don't think we're going to have a ramp in red.
No, no, there's no ramp engine, but like, yeah, I like it. I do like it. I think this is a fun deck so far. What's next?
A 1-drop Garlic Junior Dark Ambitions.
4K base. When this card is played, add a Gallic Junior's Ambition from your deck to your hand. You're gonna see this quite a bit. This deck is very consistent at one thing. Activate main, limit 1. Pay 1 red, play up to 1 red Ginger Sansui or Nikki with an edge cost of 1 from your deck, then shuffle your deck.
You see, I so wish that the front of the leader would also let you play this guy from the deck.
I agree, yes, I agree.
Because
But I think that might have been a bit overtuned for a common.
but with a current game environment, this deck needs something like this.
I would agree. I would agree. I am a fan. I'm glad it exists. Put it that way.
Yeah. So now talking about the 1-drops, we're going to see the first one, which is Sansio, Malevolent Henchment.
Take it away.
So it's a 1-drop, and all of the Sansio, Nikki, and the last one. Don't remember what's. I'm quickly going. Sansio, Nikki, or Ginger.
Mm-hmm.
All 3 of them have exactly the same effects, just for their specific counterparts. So Sansio, if your leader is Red Garlic Junior, when this card is played, you choose 1. You either add a red Sansio with cost of 4 from your deck to your hand, or you bottom deck a card from your hand and add 2 Dragon Balls from your deck of life to your hand.
Yep.
And all of the 1-drops do exactly the same. So the Ginger searches for Ginger and Nikki for Nikki with a cost of 4.
Yes.
So let's talk about the 4-drop. If you want to take this one away.
So Sanzio, Giant Fighting Spirit. 4 cost, 1 specified red. Counter attack, limit 1. Negate the attack and play this card in rest mode. Permanent. If you have a red Gallic Junior with an energy cost of 5 or more and indestructible, you may play. You may activate this card's counter skill from hand without paying its energy cost. So I mean, this is the only way you want to be using this card's counter attack. You don't want to be paying 4 for it. It counters an attack and puts a body on board. It's not the best counter in the world, but it's going to be pretty consistently being used for free. And and there's no actual energy restriction on this. So if you've got your 5-drop with Indestructible, go nuts with the counter attack, I guess.
Yeah, I think the biggest problem with this card is that it is played in the rest mode.
Yeah, it's a weird choice.
You can't use it in a combo, and let's be honest, you give your opponent an attack target, so
Yeah.
I'm not a big fan of this. It is useful because you can search it.
Yeah. Then we have Ginger.
Yeah.
2 swords, right? Yeah.
Ginger, the 1-drop, and then we're going the 4-drop, the 2-sword technique.
Yes. So permanent. If you have a Gallic Junior with Indestructible in play, this card becomes a 20k double striker, which pretty good.
Yeah.
Considering activate main, limit 1, pay 1 red. If you have a Gallic Junior in play, you play it from your hand.
Yeah.
It's a 1-drop 20k double strike. That's really good. Like,
bear in mind, it keeps that power even during your opponent's turn, as long as your Gallic Junior is indestructible.
yeah, that's also true, right? It's not for the turn.
Yeah.
It is just a 20k
so
body.
Your turn is as long as Gallic Junior has indestructible.
Yeah, it's a really good point. Something good to point out there. Next up is
Nikki, 1-sword technique, which is if you have a Garlic Junior with Indestructible in play, it's a 20k critical and also plays itself for 1 red.
So again, really solid, right? Like we're talking, you can control your opponent's energy, right?
Yes.
I very much see this deck going into a critical kind of package here.
Because your boss monster that you don't need to draw. I think that's the biggest thing. You don't need to draw your boss monster.
No.
It's in your Z deck.
Yes. And also, like, I'm thinking you could easily get away with pairing in something like the freezer that gives cards crit.
Yeah. With the double strike with the 2-sword technique or with your leader swing.
Yeah, right. Like, just put them in that awkward position. Deny. Next up we have
the 8-drop, the actual boss monster that should
the
be
Super.
that should be there, but for some reason it's the very last card that we see. So it's an 8-drop with 30,000 power, Garlic Junior, Invitation to Eternal Darkness.
Great name.
Amazing card. It has dual attack.
Nice.
If he has Indestructible, your opponent's battle cards and unisons have minus 10,000 power.
That's just such a strong permanent.
This is such a ridiculous. This auto kills all the unisons that have 10,000 or less power.
Yes. Yes.
It just says no. They don't exist because, okay, I lose the marker.
It also gets around barrier, correct me if I'm wrong.
Yes, because it doesn't choose.
Exactly,
I lose a marker, the power resets. Oh, wait, this is a permanent. I lose a power. Oh, wait, I lost all the markers in just one go.
Yeah, like, oh no, you've played Poutine against me. Go! Die! Ah, I can finally consistently kill Poutine.
The only problem is, at the end of your opponent's turn, remove this card from the game.
That is a big sad. So it's not like a walking... I mean, it is a behemoth for a little bit, at least.
I need to check the timings on some things. Sorry, I'm bringing one old card back. Well, not old card back, but...
That's fine. I'll talk about the activate main. In the meantime, it's got limit 1, so only playing it from the limit 1 once per turn. 2 red. If your leader is red, and you have 4 or more energy, play this card from your hand, choose all battle cards other than this card, and they get minus 15k. So again, a really solid effect. If you've got nothing on your board, it's a really good time to use it. It does choose, so barrier will be protected, but it's still minus 15. And then if you give it Indestructible, that's minus 25k in 110. That's a lot.
So if I'm going to give this Indestructible, can I stack the triggers at the end of a turn that I would first remove this, which Indestructible is preventing, and then it's losing Indestructible?
Don't think so.
Because the problem is Indestructible is not defined anywhere, and I don't remember for the life of me, I don't remember the exact wording on the Indestructible because it's a skill from set 2.
True. I don't know. Let us know in the comments below if you have an answer to that. Yeah, and I think that's it, right? Is that everything?
Yes, that's the last card.
There you go. So that's Gallic Junior. It's a small. It feels really small anyway. I could be wrong. It could be.
We definitely went very quickly through the cards because we're excited about the Wish. Wish is back.
Wish is back. I really want to play with this deck. Apparently, so does my dog.
So fun.
yeah, so overall, I think it's a fun archetype. Right now in the meta, I don't see it really performing well, but I think it has quite a bit of tools in there
It
that
definitely
could
has.
really see this deck shine once
It definitely
the
has enough deck thinning, and definitely you need to get your Dragon Raiders if you want to be playing this deck.
yes, that's a
Bringing
very good
back
point.
your desires.
Yes, very good point. Very good shout there. Overall, really fun, guys. If you do need deck boxes, binders, whatever that you need, use our description, in link in the description.
Use our
Code
descriptions.
Players Guild. Save yourself 10%. It helps the channel out immensely. You've been doing such a good job of it. You can also help by subscribing and hitting that like button.
And
And
leaving the comment. If you have no idea for the comment, say Wish is back.
Wish is back. There you go. Let's see you in the comments below. And we'll see you next time.